The offenders. Listen at your own risk.
What up, chat?
Wake up. Don't just lay there.
Good morning, good morning.
Oh, Granite Stone. Wake up.
I was dreaming about sugar baby, you understand. Wake me up before you go.
Here we go.
Gotta wake up, get up.
And I'm calling out, get a move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up,
Let's do this. Get to moving, chat. That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning. Happy Thursday out there in Radio Land. Yes, we've almost made it through the week. One more day to go after today, obviously. Or technically 2 days, if you're getting your day started this morning. We got 2 days to go. But hey, that'll work. It's Friday Eve, a.k.a. the next best thing to Friday. Yeah. That's what's up. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. Big shout out to Hamptons of Hochatown, bringing you your TikTok live this morning. Good morning, everybody. Coffee's hitting just right this morning. We got a huge show for you today. Of course, it is the 50th day of 2026. There are 315 days left in this year. The year is going to fly by, and you'll look back, and pretty soon you'll be thinking, it's already Halloween? What's going on here? Yeah, that's how quickly the life keeps on rolling by. Thank you for joining us. We do have a huge show for you, about a minute away from Kids Impossible Question. The Kids IQ is coming up next. I thought this was kind of cool. Back in 1985, on this day, the Breakfast Club opened up nationwide. It's an 80s classic, my friends. I was 6 years old when that popped up. Now, looking back, I have watched the Breakfast Club, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Matter of fact, I've watched it many, many times since then. But I didn't realize I was only 6 when it first came out. Obviously, I didn't watch it as a first run. It was, designed for teenagers or, older teens, I guess. So, but I did watch it a little bit later in my life, and it's one of those staples of 80s classics. Instant classic, as they say. All right, we do have the Kids IQ happening now, that Kids Impossible Question. Yes, the phone lines are working again, so we're good there. We're good to go there with the Kids IQ. Y'all ready to do this, kiddos? Y'all ready? All right, well, let's just jump right on into it and get it started, my friends. All right, it's Kids IQ time. Give us a call. You know the numbers to call. If you don't, I'll give it to you, 584-3388. If you want to play and win the prize, of course, the Kids Impossible Question brought to you by Brick and Bread and Sloppy Pops in downtown Broken Bow. The winning child gets a choice of their gift card, either the Brick and Bread gift card for sandwiches, soups, and salads, craft-made, homemade, fresh, or you can go with that hand-dipped ice cream. That's right, over at Sloppy Pops. It's your choice, kids. All you got to do is call in and win the prize today. All right, here we go. Y'all ready to do this? Good morning, chat. Everybody in the chat. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got TikTok. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you notice in the studio here, I am solo today. Laney's with her mom this morning, so big shout out to Laney. Hope everything's going all right this morning, Laney. Jay, we miss you. We all miss you. Everybody says, we miss you, Laney J. Good morning, Kate, over there on YouTube. Welcome to the show, Kate. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to see you joining us this morning and every morning. Kate, welcome. Of course, if you haven't already subscribed over on YouTube, Great time to do it is now or anytime after this. But yeah, that's youtube.com/KKBI-FM. All right, here we go, kids. Y'all ready to do this? Let me get the phone lines ready. All right, we're ready to rock. Here we go. Time for the Kids Impossible question, brought to you by Brick and Bread and Sloppy Pops. This is a game kids often play on the playground, and it used to be an Olympic sport. What is it? What is it? All right, and kids calling in quick. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. What's your answer?
Tag.
Tag. That's a great answer. Not what we're looking for today. Keep trying. Keep trying. It's not tag, but that's a great answer. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Dodgeball.
Ooh, dodgeball. That's a fun one. I used to love playing that. Not what we're looking for today. Keep trying. Keep calling in to win. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Capture the flag.
Capture the flag. That's a great answer. Not what we're looking for today. Keep trying. I love it. I love it. Keep trying. Great answer. Kate says Red Rover. That's a good answer. It's not it. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Football.
Flag football. I love it. Great answer. Not it. Try again. Let's go to this line here. Good morning on the Kids Impossible question. What's your answer?
Tetherball.
Ooh, tetherball. I love playing that as a kid. Not what we're looking for today. Keep trying. Keep trying. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Soccer.
Soccer. Great answer. Is that what you said, soccer?
Yeah.
All right. Great answer. Not what we're looking for today. It's not soccer. Let me give y'all that question again. This is a game kids often play on the playground, and it used to be an Olympic sport. What is it? Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Sliding.
It's not sliding. I like it. Great try. Great try. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Tug of war.
It's tug of war. Yes. Who do we have on the phone?
Riley.
Riley? Riley, what's your last name? Stone. Riley Stone. Come by the radio station and pick up your gift card for Sloppy Pops or Brick or Bread. Thank you so much for playing, Riley. Where do you go to school at?
Valiant.
In Valiant. Awesome, awesome. And who's your favorite teacher over there at Valiant?
Miss Reynolds.
I love it. Thank you so much for playing. You have a great day, Riley.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. There you go. Riley Stone over there in Valiant, Oklahoma gets the dub. Congratulations. Yeah, I didn't realize this, I guess. Tug of war was an Olympic sport from 1900 to 1920. Looks like kids have been playing this tug of war for over 100 years. Isn't that craziness? I love it. I used to love playing tug of war as a kid. I'm curious, do they still play tug of war in schools, or has that been outlawed because it's too dangerous? No. Joking. 20 minutes after 7 a.m. Congratulations again going out to Riley Stone over in Valiant. Riley gets the dub. Congratulations on the Kids Impossible question. Brought to you by Brick and Bread and Sloppy Pops. Larry Main, he's a student in his own mind. He got that answer correct over there on Facebook. Good job, Larry Main the third. Appreciate you playing this morning, Larry. All right, of course, don't forget 30 minutes from now, actually 25 minutes from now, we have the adults edition of the Impossible Question brought to you by Nova. Look forward to playing that. Matter of fact, we got a lot to talk about today. And since it's just me solo, it's going to be a lot of me. A lot of me. Motown legend Smokey Robinson was born on this date back in 1942. And in 1878, Thomas Edison patented the phonograph, the first device that could record and play back sound. Radio would not exist without the phonograph. So big shout out today. It's also, today is National Mint Chocolate Day, which begs the question, why are Thin Mints some of the most popular Girl Scout cookies of all time? And did you know they use menthol for the mint to fool your mouth into thinking it's cooler than it actually is? I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. So happy National Chocolate Mint Day. Happy National Tug of War Day. That's right. It is the national day. It's also National Caregivers Day. I think we should give some caregivers out there. Maybe you work in the caregiving field where you go to folks' house and give care. Maybe you live in someone's house. Maybe it's a live-in situation. Or maybe you're just taking care of a family member and you want to give them a shout out. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/KKBIFM. Make sure you tag your favorite caregiver. Give them a shout out. Say, you know what? This person does hard work, whether it's for a business, whether they work solo, or they're just doing it for a family member that they love. We want to give our caregivers today a big shout out on National Caregivers Day. It is 22 minutes after 7 a.m. Thank you for joining us out there. What a wonderful Thursday morning it already is this morning. Here's a random fact for you. If you're waking up right now with me, if you're average, you've hit the snooze button about 3 times already, especially if you're just now getting out of bed for the first time. On average, the average person hits the snooze button about 3 times each morning. I'm curious to know, are you guys snooze buttoneers? I used to be. Good morning, Ken. Dr. Ken Erickson. Yeah, I used to be a snoozer, but you snooze, you lose, right? No. Y'all don't remember that phrase? Okay. Courtney P.I. says she only hit it once today. Hey, you are above the curve, Courtney P.I. That's exactly right. So, no more snooze. If you snooze, you lose. That's another common saying out there, right? All right, make sure you join us at facebook.com/KKBIFM, YouTube, KKBIFM, and TikTok, KKBIFM. Let's keep it rolling. We got some brand spanking new music from Brandon Lake and Cody Johnson when a cowboy prays. Good morning.
Hangs his head upon
Claire. What up, chat? Welcome. Cheryl says, no, I hate a snooze button. I get up before the alarm goes off. Nice. Very good. You are above the curve. I oftentimes get up before the alarm goes off. I don't have a snooze button set for my alarm on my phone, but I do have 2 alarms. So let's say I kind of roll over on that first and go right back to sleep sometimes, which is not every time, but sometimes I'll do. That second alarm is a little more jolting, a little more alarming, if you will. So help at home where I have a caregiver from. There you go, John. All right. You getting help? You got a caregiver, John? All right. Good for you. Hey, everybody needs a caregiver at home. I can dig it. Some of us medically need one. Some of us emotionally need one. Either way, that's what I'm talking about. Big shout out to our caregivers on the chat. If you know who you are. What's up, firefighter Josh? What's up, Peru? Good morning in Peru.
horses in the stable.
New Cody Johnson and Brandon Lake with When a Cowboy Prays. Good music there. So what y'all got going on today, chat? What's up? Good morning, Gary. Welcome to the show. Bogota, Colombia. I love you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Yeah, buddy. Hello, Nicaragua. And wherever you're joining us, we appreciate y'all. Thank you. Guadalajara, Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Heading into work now. What's up, Miss Mara? Awesome sauce. I've had to be a caregiver this last month. Oop, that went too fast. Didn't see it all. I'm not about this life. I got you. Hey, some people are built for it. Some people are not. So far, I have not been a quote-unquote caregiver to anyone. But as we all age, that may be a part of my life coming up. You never know. I have new appreciation for all caregivers. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely, Renee. No clue who she is, William. Sorry. Good morning, Fayetteville, Arkansas. What's up across the state line? How you doing this morning? All right, we got it. Second chance. No more spam, William. We don't care. Peace off. Or, change the subject. Third one, and you gone. You gone. Ms. Mara, appreciate you. Much love. Good morning, Broken Bow Fire and Rescue. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, bestie Stacy. How you doing this morning? Hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday morning. Hey, Scotland. How you doing this morning? Excellent to see you this morning, Scotland. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday morning. You getting ready for school? Getting ready for school? Ross, we're in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Good morning. It's beerbog.com. Good morning. Good morning, Caitlin. Bass Country 106. Brandon Lake and Cody Johnson win a Cowboy Praise. We got the lowdown coming up next. Here's George Burge featuring Luke Bryan with Ride, Ride, Ride.
Ready to drown the hill.
Clear. Level member number 17 for Stacy. That's what I'm talking about. Just dropped the kids off at school. Best time of the morning. Oh. Nope, no Laney J today. She's with her mama. This one's a pretty good one, I gotta say. George Burge and Luke Bryan did it right with Ride, Ride, Ride. Good morning, bro. Yes, John, for sure. Good morning, bro. Watching from Naples, Florida. What's up, Trent? Thanks for hanging with us today. Send her my best. Ms. Mara, I will. Thank you so much. Good morning, Catrice. Good morning. Hope you're having a beautiful morning. Beautiful lady, beautiful morning. Just matches up perfect, right? So how many of y'all are going to enjoy a Thin Mint today for National Mint Chocolate Mint today? I want to put. Can we put up is Lisa Temple here? If not, Courtney Pi, you may be able to handle this. Too many carbs. I got a question, Lisa. All right, cool. You're used to doing this. That's why I holler for you. Hey, Lisa, if you will, put up a poll for me. Thin Mints, are they the greatest Girl Scout cookie ever or nah? Say so. Thin Mints. First option is greatest cookies, Girl Scout cookie ever. Second one is nah or nah. We'll get that up. We'll get that poll up there for y'all chat. On this day back in 1963, Seal was born. Y'all know Seal. Ooh, Courtney likes the Samoas. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Linda says, nah. See, I'm not a Thin Mint kind of guy. I don't mind a good Thin Mint here and there. Yeah, okay, John, I'm with you, bro. If that's my only choice, I'm going to go with a Thin Mint all day. But if there's other options, then maybe we can. All right, let's do some You Gotta Ride. Coming up next is the lowdown. A dog crosses a finish line where, I'll tell you, and a federal judge dismisses a lawsuit. We'll be back.
What's the best way to celebrate Valentine's
Claire!
Month? By winning Cupid's Cash. Saturday nights in February.
All right, she started the poll, guys.
From 5 to midnight, we'll draw
See, coconut, I'm not a huge fan of coconut, though, according to P.I. I mean, I can eat it. Scotland says, Jay, I'm a big fan, and he likes Thin Mints. He likes anything sweet. I'm with you, Scotland. That's for sure. I am a sweets fiend, my friends. Where's Laney at? Michael, she's with her mom today. So She's with her mom. She told y'all yesterday that her mom was having some issues, so I can safely say she's with her mom today, guys. You're not a coconut fan either, but those are dang good. Okay. Make sure you go hit that poll so we can see. All right, here we go, guys. Get to moving. Wake yourself up, chat. Bum, 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 bum. That's right. All right, we got Laney J's Lowdown as presented by Jay Lindley. Hey, did you hear about this dog crossing the finish line at the Winter Olympics cross-country event? The dog was like, y'all call this Olympics? I got this.
Racing to the line there. The crowd clearly enjoying this.
Yeah, the biggest cheer of the day is not for any of the skiers so far. Well, that's true speed. Down the finishing straight. The magnificence. Local wildlife, domesticated.
Local wildlife.
Finish. Oh.
The announcers, they're reacting to the dog crossing the finish line first. No. Said he's like, yeah, man, this is so easy. I'll call this an Olympic sport. A Czech wolfhound named Nazgul made an unexpected appearance during the women's cross-country team sprint qualifying round at the Winter Olympics in Italy. The 2-year-old dog followed a Croatian skier, Tina Hadzik, across the finish line, drawing the loudest cheers of the day when Nazgul crossed the finish line first. That was pretty cool. And then, of course, y'all have heard about this Buffalo Wild Wings, boneless wings lawsuit. I think Laney J brought it up a little bit last year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was the year before. It's been a while now. U.S. District Judge John Tharp dismissed the lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings over its boneless wings label, ruling the chain can continue using the term. They filed the lawsuit against the restaurant, saying it misled diners by selling chicken nuggets as boneless wings, violating the Consumer Fraud Act. He argued that he expected deboned actual wings, not breaded chicken chunks. In his 10-page decision, Tharp ruled reasonable consumers aren't being deceived by the widely used term that has existed for over 20 years. Quote, boneless wings are not a niche product for which a consumer would need extensive research. You need to research that that's chicken nuggies tossed in some sort of goop. Yeah, says here, the judge wrote, he noted the menu also includes cauliflower wings, which reasonable consumers know is not wing meat, but made of cauliflower. So I guess Buffalo Wild Wings can continue to call their chicken nuggies boneless wings. That's an age-old argument itself, right? If you're eating wings without bones, you're just eating chicken nuggets. You're just a kid, right? Good morning, Charlene. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. Got about 10 minutes. That's right, 10 minutes till we get to the impossible question brought to you by Nova. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be lots of fun. What else we got? It's Thursday check-in today. What's one thing you've completed or accomplished this week already? Think about your work week as in terms of accomplishments. The more you accomplish up to this point, the more fulfilled you feel about your work week. So just for your Thursday check-in this morning, what's one thing you've accomplished this week, chat? Good morning, everybody joining us in social media. Of course, you can join us if you're listening on the air. Maybe you listen to your drive. You got about 20 minutes worth of driving every morning, and you're like, I could really listen to a little bit more of this. You can go to one of our social medias, keyword KKVI-FM. We just got the results of our poll. The question was, Thin Mints, greatest cookie or nah? 71% of the pollers say, nah, that's not the best Girl Scout cookie of all time. Only 28% say, yeah, give me a Thin Mint every day of the week. Hey, caregiver shout outs today. I mean, there's a lot of people that fall into the caregivers category. We had some questions on social media just a minute ago. Question is, do nurses, how about parents, how about grandparents? Can they fall into the caregivers shout outs category, or even teachers? I'm here for it. I'm cool with that. Might as well. So teachers, nurses, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever it is that is a caregiver in your household. Big shout out to them this morning, because at the end of the day, it's not easy taking care of others for the regular. I mean, we do it out of love, but a lot of things done out of love can get tiresome. They can get very heavy in many cases. So we got to give a big shout out to those caregivers this morning, folks that put themselves aside to take care of others. I love that. All right, we got brand spanking new music coming in from Flatland Calvary with Never Coming Back. But before that, Parker McCollum's latest. It's Killing Me on Best Country 106. Good morning. We got that impossible question up next, brought to you by Nova. Claire. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Oh, are you a fan of Dawson Creek? I watched that a little bit as a Ute. Good morning, Moose Windsor. Good morning, April. Good morning, Vanjie Outdoors. Level 6 in the fan club. Meow, 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 meow. John Gotti. What's up, Christy in Australia? Adding to the numbers of those listening over there in Australia. We appreciate you all this morning. Good morning, House. Nice. You getting there today? Thought you said you was getting there tomorrow. Or was that a message from tomorrow? You should come in on the show tomorrow morning, Cody. I saw your message this morning as I was doing my prep. Haven't had time to respond. Sorry. Yeah, you should come hang out on the show tomorrow, Cody, if you're going to be around. If you're not going to party too hardy tonight, thanks for the club. Cheers, Lisa and John. Let's do it. Let me know. How about 7 o'clock? Be here at 7 o'clock sharp, Cody. Or if that's too early for you, be here at 8 o'clock sharp. One of the two. Just let me know which one it's going to be. I will not remember after I get off this live. Too much going too quickly, and I will not remember. So let me know here in the chat. 7 or 8, when you going to be here? Good morning, Mark. What's up, Mark? 8 sounds better. I got you. 8 o'clock. All right. I'll put that in the calendar. Cody Glenn Cox live on Jay and Laney Live. That's what's up. I'm gonna play some Cody Glenn Cox today. Cody Glenn Cox. I just like saying the name. Cody Glenn Cox. Boom. Got some beard talking coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Boom. It's in there. That's right, bruv. See you tomorrow at 8. Looking forward to it. All by myself, Mark. What was the context clue that made you think that? Ha! That's right. Long time coming. All right, let me ramp this. Let me hit my post. Oh, never mind. Forget it. What's up in Brazil? Yeah, chocolate mint. There's a level of that stuff depending on where it comes from, man. Some of that tastes like toothpaste to me too. So that's tough. But not them Thin Mints. Thin Mints are good. Thin Mints I can handle. What up in Colombia? Some of the comments just blow me away. They're like broken. They're broken. They don't have they're not a complete sentence, so I'm expected to know exactly what's being said. Y'all help the homie out. If you got a question or a comment, especially about something that's been a little bit, we've talked about other things in between. Give me some context clues. Lisa, you make your own Thin Mints? No way. What? What goes into those? I'm curious. How do you do that? How you do that? I have a great impossible question, by the way. I'm looking forward to this one. Fudge. How not hate? Like that, Denise. That's what I'm talking about. How not hate? What does that even mean? How are you in such a good mood? Kirsty? Is that like Kirstie Alley? Let me make sure I read that. Kirsty. All right. I'm expected to entertain the masses, so I have to be in a good mood. I get myself going. I run in place and I jam. What's up, Deborah? It was so great to see you yesterday. My daughter has mastered the cookie crumble recipes. Ooh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Good morning, Deborah in Paris, Texas. Well, how your day, month, week, year goes all depends on you. You can focus on the negative all day long, every day, and make a bad 5 minutes turn into a bad day. Or you can say, yeah, that sucked, but the rest of the day is going to be great. And change your outlook, change your perspective, change what you focus on. It's all about what we focus on, 100%. You could choose to focus on the few negative things in your life, or even if there's a lot of negative things in your life. I got big negatives happening to me this week. Laney J's got even bigger negatives than I have going. But do we choose to focus on those? Or do we choose to focus on the fact that I have an awesome job that I thoroughly enjoy hanging out with all these great, wonderful listeners and watchers? Yeah, I could focus on a $100,000 transmitter that blew up, and I got to find a way to get one. I can focus on that and be sad and, why is life happening to me? Or I can make life happen like I like to do. That's the difference. That's definitely a difference. Today is a great day to have a great day. That's a great point, Catrice.
City basketball is still dancing, making their way through the regional tournament this Friday.
And of course, just by saying focus on the good, I'm not belittling or throwing aside your bad issues. Again, everybody deals with issues every single day, guys. The point is, I mean, y'all seen Laney yesterday. She could have been bummed out the whole day for what's going on in her family right now, but she chose to be in good spirits. Have a good day. That's all it is. It's a choice. You got to make that active choice.
For top quality medicinal products handled with the best customer service, stop by Nova Cannabis in downtown Broken Bow.
Here we go.
Operated by a
Here we
local
go.
family who
Chat.
has the
Here we
knowledge
go.
to guide you and find
I'm
your
great.
own
And what about you? That's what's up, Betsy. I'm great. I'm
We
excellent.
offer a wide
I'm
variety
awesome.
of flower delivery
I'm chilling,
services,
having a good day.
tools, and more. Experience Nova. If you're not already,
I'm
a
solo.
customer, you
I could
will
be focusing on that.
Nova
Man, Lady's
Cannabis
not
in
here.
downtown Broken Bow.
But I'm not.
The impossible question.
I'm here.
Brought to you by Nova.
I'm here.
Select
I'm
those
here to
for
entertain the masses.
KPI Studios, 108 North Broadway, downtown Broken Bow. Gift certificates. Of
Yes,
will
Deborah,
expire
you had to give me a
Thursday,
hard time, and I'm here for it.
To win, be the
I
first
appreciate
caller
it.
at 584-3388 or
I'm about that life.
584-372 with the correct answer. One prize winner per household per month, please. It's the impossible question brought to you by Nova.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Impossible question time.
Jay and Laney J live. Best Country 106.
Boo-doo-doo. Boo-doo. That's That's right. It's time for the impossible question brought to you by Nova. Here's how this is going to work. Now, Laney's not here today. Just me flying it solo here on the show. So I'm going to be asking the question, and then you're going to call in, try to answer, and win the prize today. Today is Thursday, so you got that month pass to Deo Gloria Jiu-Jitsu for you and your whole family. The last person that picked up theirs, like, man, I can't wait to let my grandson try this. That's what it's all about, you know. And hey, Grandpa, I realize some people think, man, I need to be in better shape to do this martial arts stuff. No, mixed martial arts for everybody. You can start anywhere. You don't have to be great at it. You don't have to be tough, but you learn some great things along the way. And it'll toughen you up too, because you realize, pain is just a fleeting feeling. It's gone. You know, now I'm not talking about that injury pain. That stuff sticks around a little while. It's just that hard work pain. You know, it's called growth. But it also comes with a beautiful Omila's gift card, which you can get you some protein after you work out hard there at Jiu-Jitsu or boxing or kickboxing. Or there's ladies' classes Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 a.m. to noon, then open mat Tuesdays and Thursdays from noon to 1. So lots of opportunities to get fit, to make some great friends, make it a little iron sharpens iron activity there. Join us in the chat, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, keyword KKVI-FM, if you want to be a lifeline to those that call in to win. Again, if you won in the last 30 days, answer in the chat so you can help others win. Now, the chat is going to be the only option for a lifeline today because there is no Laney J. All right? Let me give you those phone numbers real quick. Phone numbers are 580-584-3388 or 584-3389 or 584-3372. Those are the numbers to call if you want to play the impossible question brought to you by Nova. Let's do this. 1 in 3 people will not do this without their favorite playlist playing. What is it? Yeah, 1 in 3 people absolutely will not do this without their favorite playlist. What is it? Give us a call if you think you know the answer. Ooh, what do you think it is? Ooh, lots of answers coming in. I like it. I like it. Keep them coming. Chat. It's maybe a quick and easy one. Hey, I was up against the deadline for the show this morning when I made this. So if it's too easy, sorry. All right, let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Exercise.
Ooh, great answer. Great answer. It's not exercise. It's not workout. Jennifer trying to save your life there. I like it. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
To clean the house.
Yes, it's clean the house. How about you? Do you clean the house? When you clean the house, do you have to have some music going or do you need perfect silence?
No, absolutely. The music has to be blaring.
There you go. I love that. Who do we have on the phone? Chuck Hager. All right, Chuck. Let me write this down because I'll forget if I don't write it down. And Laney usually writes it down for me. All right, Chuck. I got your prizes here at the radio station. Come by the radio station and pick up your winnings. I appreciate you playing today, Chuck.
Appreciate you too.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Chuck Hager gets the dub. I knew that was going to be easy. It was either workout or clean house, right? Those are the two options. Well, it says here, I thought this was kind of interesting, actually. Most of us turn to music. Matter of fact, I think it was like 70-something% of us say we would prefer, 74% of us show that it heightens our mood or betters our mood to clean house with music on. So that's a large percentage. That's like 3/4, right? But 33% of us say we absolutely refuse to clean house without that favorite music playing. I'm with you on that. I know when the wife cleans anything, she turns on the music. She's jamming out. It's usually 90s playlist. Although she doesn't like my 90s rock as much. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, congratulations going out to Chuck Hager once again. Chuck gets the correct answer with cleaning house or cleaning, doing some cleaning. Matter of fact, when I'm cleaning here at the radio station, that's pretty much the same thing. I'll sit there and chillax, enjoy some good music playing while I'm doing some cleaning. Although, I gotta be honest, I'm letting the robot do all the vacuuming. Tiffany also cleans with 90s music rolling. That's what I'm talking about right there. Absolutely. All right. Hey, tomorrow I have a very special in-studio guest. His name is Cody Glenn Cox. He will join us in the 8 o'clock hour tomorrow. And here's his hit single right now, Beer Talk on Best Country 106. Join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. for Cody Glenn Cox. Clear. Courtney says, Blake 182, you know that's right. See, I was born, I'm an 80s kid, 90s teen, 2000s, 20s, you know, so boom, boom, boom. I think that's like the perfect way to do it right there. It's like the perfect era right there. 80s kid, 90s teen, to early 2000s. I was in the 2000s. I was in my 20s. So there you go. I was born in '79. My brother was born in '82. My little bro. Gen X rules. That's right. Even though '83 technically isn't Gen X, it's considered a millennial. I think most people would agree with me. If you were born in '81, '82, '83, that era, you consider yourself a Gen Xer. You lived by the Gen X rules, you know, latchkey kids and stuff like that. You was born in '77. Obviously, you're a couple years older than me, Lisa. But you had the same thing. '80s, you was a kid. '90s, you was a teen. 2000s in your 20s. So most of those. X-lineal, zillennial. Yeah, 80. If you were born in '86, you're an absolute millennial. 100%. Past 85, you can't get away from it. They call us Micro Jim. Micro Gin. BR at XNO question mark exclamation. It's bad. I mean, I think most people would agree. It's not good. If you harbor that in your own life, as long as you don't spew it at others, do you, boo? I don't know why people ask me these types of questions like my opinion matters. They always just trying to get something started, usually. The 78 through 84 micro gin is? I think that's just a way of trying not to be a millennial. No, I'm kidding. Gen X ends in 79 or 80. Gen X ends in 80. Pretty sure.
The legendary Jay and Laney J live weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106.
Gary says, I'm a boomer. All right, Gary. All right then, Gary. Uh-oh, Steve got muted. What'd he do? What did they troll, Lisa? What'd they do? Oh, I see that, Courtney. Okay. how we saw the two worlds flip at a crucial point in development. I can see that. But, I mean, I guess Gen X embodies that entirely and would probably have a little more recollection of it because they were a few years older. Oh, got you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate your awesomeness. Yeah, this is definitely not a begging show. We ain't here to beg. I ain't too proud to beg, but I ain't here to beg either. Yeah, you can't spam. No spamming in the chat. What's up, Facebook and YouTube? Y'all are quiet over there today. Everybody over on TikTok this morning? It happens sometimes. What's up, El Salvador? San Salvador and El Salvador? Jonathan. So Clint Black for you this morning. All right, Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to take a quick time out for you guys and gals. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging with us. What's up? Claire. I think that's set up perfectly. I may have done that by accident. Jonathan, we take requests from our besties. We take the requests from our besties.
Broadcasting from First Base.
Hi, chat. We'll go get my breakfast. I'll be right back. Good morning. Good morning.
Area weather forecast brought to you by Pine Cellular. Coverage when it matters most. Cloudy early, gradually clearing out. We'll see a high near 76 degrees. South winds 5 to 15, turning west this afternoon. Winds to gusts as high as 25. Tonight, clear skies, low around 40. And tomorrow, mostly sunny, high near 66 degrees. And that's your Southeast Oklahoma radio weather. Log on to SEOKradio.com.
In your local news and community events, Hayworth FFA is hosting their second annual chili cook-off and auction on Friday, February 20th at 6 p.m. at the Hayworth Cafeteria. It is free to enter your chili into the competition.
Fine.
If you'd like to have a chili meal, the cost is $10.
I love it.
FFA.
All right, I'm here for it. I'll be there.
Protecting Kids Online is a library program this month for parents and caregivers focused on online safety, privacy settings, and practical ways to support children in today's digital world. You may attend this discussion at no cost to you at the Idabel Public Library on Monday, February 23rd at 3 p.m. For more details on these local events and others, log on to our website, seokradio.com. If you have an event that you would like to add, email it to us kkbi1061fm@gmail.com. I'm Laney J reporting.
From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts. Major news out of the UK this morning. Former Prince Andrew has been arrested for suspected misconduct in public office following information revealed in the Epstein files that he shared confidential government information. Most of Oklahoma's 77 counties remain under a fire weather warning or watch today. Firefighters continue to monitor hotspots, and the State Emergency Operations Center is still activated. Evacuation centers near Woodward have been closed but will reopen if needed. Using artificial intelligence software to create media that causes harm to someone by using their voice, name, or image without permission would be a crime in Oklahoma under a bill that clears a House committee. The offense would be a misdemeanor. And
all right, I'm back, tchotchkes.
$25,000.
Had to get some breakfast this morning.
From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts.
Claire, what up?
Through the week,
Good morning, JoJo. Long time no see. It feels like you ain't been here forever.
Believes that there's some
Can you play country?
attributes.
Can I play County Roads? I don't know that I've ever heard County Roads, girl. I see what you did there. Country road, take me home to the land I belong. Mama, is my version good enough? JK. Is it David Hasselhoff's version? I got you. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Wait a minute. That's why my day job is playing people that can sing, because I for sure don't have it. I ain't got it, as they say.
Member FDIC.
This McCurtain County Tourism Spotlight is brought to you by Farmers Bank and Trust, proudly supporting the places and the people that make our county special. Banking with heart and backing the beauty of Southeast Oklahoma. Also brought to you.
Hey, pick another one unless you want the David Hasselhoff version. There was a glitch in the besides David Hasselhoff version. Pick another song. I got you.
State Park is the crown jewel of Southeast Oklahoma. With over 1,300 acres of protected forest and river, it's a paradise for nature lovers. Take a scenic drive through the
Yummy.
Hike the Skyline Trail.
Got some Sonic in my tummy.
The Forest Heritage Center inside the park adds a touch of history and art. Cabins, tent camping, and RV hookups are
Country roads.
Stay close to nature.
Take me home.
McCurtain County experience. Thanks for exploring with us. Your McCurtain County Tourism Spotlight, powered by Farmers Bank and Trust.
Here's the latest sports from the Radio Oklahoma Network. I'm Dave Lanning. Freshman Darren Peterson scored 20 of his 23 points in the first half, sparking 8th-ranked Kansas.
I already know I shouldn't quit my day job as saying.
Over Oklahoma State last night. Peterson made 7 of 12 field goals against the Cowboys, including
Carol, pick another song for me, please.
Parsa Fall Up scored 21.
Tight fitting jeans, that was a song? You got it. My pleasure. I love that song.
BYU. Trey White scored 16. Marco Jackson added 14 for the Jayhawks. Meanwhile, Nate Ament smashed a career-high 29 points to lead Tennessee past Oklahoma 89-66. Tennessee never trailed and held a double-digit lead for most of the second half. Volunteers had one.
You got it. It's in there.
Nigel
Pack. You got it, Carol. My pleasure.
20 to lead the
Good morning, Ashley.
A 2-game winning streak.
Good morning. Good morning.
Dave Lanning on the Radio Oklahoma Network.
When you're ready to get to work, your equipment needs to be ready to go.
Yummy.
Is here to help. Shop with confidence and find
Facebook and YouTube, y'all are so quiet today.
P&K. We have the largest inventory
this is
of parts
very
in Oklahoma, so P&K has the part you need to keep your
very
running great. Our
like
trained
you.
technicians can service your equipment on
I mean,
site, in the field.
They'll
or
never talk as
We
much
help
as
trade your
TikTok,
equipment
but
in for service.
I'm just saying.
We'll help with pickup.
It's
and
a slow
delivery.
day on YouTube and
Stop
Facebook.
in and see us.
But what's
Give us a
up?
Call or shop online.
We appreciate y'all
anytime
hanging out.
at pkequipment.com.
Hey, soybean farmers, think a fungicide can't last all season? Well, the proof is in the yield. Farmers who use just one application of Reviloc fungicide are seeing an increased yield of 7.3 bushels per acre over the untreated check. Reviloc fungicide is a disease-control powerhouse that delivers season-long protection even against tough southern diseases. See what Reviloc fungicide can do for you.
We already played some Cody
BASF
Glenn Cox
retailer
this
about
morning.
Reviloc fungicide today. Always read and follow label directions.
Beer talking.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney
Thank you,
J
Gene.
are equal opportunity offenders.
Appreciate it.
Listen at your own risk.
You got it, Mark. I love that song too.
Wake up, don't just lay there like cold granite stone. Wake up. I was dreaming, but I should have been with you instead. Wake me up before you go through.
All right, here we go.
I wake up, get up.
Oh no! Bye. Thanks for hanging with me today. Tap, tap, tap that rotisserie chicken, chat. Get up, get up, get up, move on. Here we go. That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. I'm Jay Wesley Lindley soloing it today. We are what do you call it? Oh, just throwing some stuff away and it took my name off of it. Yes, I've got some very important information for you guys and gals today. Of course, we don't have Laney J in studio this morning. So unless someone pops up out of nowhere with 5 questions to ask for Are You Smarter Than Jay Lindley, we won't play that game today. It'd be cool if I had like a caller in. Maybe I could do a Are you smarter than the audience? We could play Are You Smarter Than TikTok? Facebook versus TikTok, YouTube versus TikTok. What do you think? We got Facebook and YouTube over here on this screen I'm looking at in front of me from that video camera. And then we got TikTok over here on this one. So I could definitely do a Facebook and YouTube versus TikTok challenge when it comes to this. We'll think about it. All right. Do you guys love your job? How many of you absolutely just love your job? And we have made this statement before. Obviously, even if you love what you do, not every aspect of that is going to be enjoyable. Even for people that have jobs that they absolutely adore, can't wait to get to work in the morning, there's still parts of that that are less desirable, okay? But I have a new study for you, and I think it's important because I am a proponent of people not doing the job they hate and getting into that career that they absolutely love. So, and then a lot of people say, well, I can't work in my career, my favorite, what I want to do. I can't do it. And I'm like, well, why not? And they say, well, because I like music and I can't sing. Well, duh, that's literally me. That's literally me. I can't sing. I love music. So I ended up in radio. So I get to introduce awesome music. I get to introduce new artists. Some of my favorite things to do is highlight independent artists. Those that are working hard on their own, they haven't signed at the dotted line and gave away a lot of their rights. So if you don't love what you do currently, you need to listen to this, my peoples. Researchers tracking workers across 8 different studies found employees who genuinely love their jobs have significantly better physical health, and obviously the mental comes along with that. They have fewer sick days overall, lower anxiety and depression rates as well. That's right. The University of Alberta defined job love as 3 components. I thought this was kind of interesting. Check this out. Passion for daily tasks, genuine closeness to coworkers, and commitment to the organization. Now let's break these 3 down. Passion for daily tasks. If what you do day in and day out, you have a passion for, then you have a higher likelihood that you're going to love your job. Also, very much similar, I thought this was kind of interesting. If you absolutely love your coworkers, like everybody you work for, they're part of the team, you love them, maybe y'all hang out after work too because y'all love each other so much. If that's the case for you, even if those daily tasks aren't as desirable, you may very well love your job. Maybe the daily task doesn't have anything to do with your passion, but when you get to work, your coworkers, they love to see you. You love to see them. They're hardworking. That helps you work harder too. So if you have a genuine love for your coworkers, that can help you with that job that may not be as desirable when it comes to the tasks, but that can help you love your job. And then last but certainly not least on there, that was commitment to the organization. I think that third one absolutely has to have one of the first 2 before that third one would be a reality. What I'm saying is if you can't stand what you do every day, you can't stand the people you work for, are you really going to truly be committed to an organization? Yeah, probably not. I mean, there's outliers everywhere, I'm sure, but most likely you're not going to love what you do. So it says here, this emotional bond predicted physical health more strongly than job satisfaction. That's the emotional bond that you have with your coworkers. So love for your coworkers, a genuine enjoyment of working with your coworkers can actually trump those daily tasks that may not be as desirable. Now, of course, if you love the daily tasks, if you love what you do, for the most part, you love your coworkers, it's going to be much easier for you to be committed to the organization that you work for. This 5-year study, or another 5-year study, 124 different employers confirmed those with high job love were significantly less likely to consider quitting, which makes sense, obviously. However, researchers warn intense job love can be exploited through weaponized passion, where employers extract more without reciprocating. And there's a meme for that. Y'all seen the meme. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That meme is like, my employer saw that I do such a great job, so they're like, here's some more job and not more pay. Or, oh yeah, you're here all the time. Well, somebody else is not here, so we're gonna need you to stick around. And in many cases, an employee that really loves their job will be more open and willing to stick around, if you will. So just a thought, just something to think about. If you don't love your job and you don't love your coworkers, you're probably miserable. And there's a better job out there for you. There really is. There is a better career out there for you. And it also has to do with your physical health. I mean, you got to stay physically healthy. And if your mental is suffering from a bad job or bad coworkers, or maybe the corporation that you work for is not very friendly to its employees, those can all be a tough pill to swallow for sure. All right, we got 15 minutes after 8 a.m. We appreciate you joining us this morning. We're not going to do Are You Smarter Than Jay Lindley? Just because we don't have Laney J here to ask the questions. But we did have one of our besties in the chat make a request, and I figured y'all listening at home would love some Conway Twitty tight-fitting jeans. Good morning!
Tried to hide it by the faded denim clothes she wore.
Clear! Lisa loves her job, been doing it over 20 years now. That's what I'm talking about. but the doing more for less has gotten redundant. Well, maybe you, maybe you make a stance, the next time something extra is added. You say, all right, you realize as well as I do, this is more than I was originally set to do. So let's talk increase in wages, or maybe increase in bonuses or benefits, whatever it is. Zero production values. Laney's with her mom today. That's my issue at my current career. Vanessa, there you go. If you love your job, but they keep piling on, maybe they're taking advantage of you. Oh, then they'll fire you? Not. Tell us you've never been an employer without telling us you've never been an employer. If you show up, you know what I mean? Obviously, you show up, and B, you work hard while you're there, you ain't getting fired for no reason. People that get fired for no reason weren't really working hard. Promise you. Texas guy, maybe you should do some introspection. Now, let me back up a little bit. If you work at a major corporation who has 100 different people that do what you do, and you ask for more than most, I can see how they can say, well, we'll go with this guy who's not asking for more, but produces about the same. So, you know what I mean? Again, that's introspection, though. If you have a job where they don't value you and your productivity, I guarantee you there's a job out there that does. So maybe it was for your own good that they fired you. Maybe God was giving you an opportunity and knew you wouldn't take it on your own. So he was giving you an opportunity to go get that better job. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that go on in that situation. A lot of scenarios to make all that go down. Breaking Indy says, I will always put more into my work than what I'm compensated for because I love what I do. Literally what we're talking about, guys. Literally the entire point of this conversation. Now, I've always done it. I've always put in more than what I was compensated for, but I love radio. I love what I do. So the question is, at what point do you draw the line and say, okay, this is going beyond me doing what I love and just getting a little more work versus you're taking advantage of the fact that I love this job. That was the kind of the point of this. There may be a point in your life you're like, look, you keep adding to my workload, but you're not adding to the bottom dollar. So something's got to give here. And if you are a top employee, if you're a high producer, if you are a one of those positive team members that brings the productivity up around you, your employer, in most cases, again, there's outliers everywhere. There's major corporations that'll drop you for nothing. I get that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the average employment. Well, you have a little wiggle room. You have a little what do you call it when you can negotiation. You got some tools for negotiation there because you're a high outputter. You put in the work. You're there every day. One of my favorite. I did a work, like a job fair type situation one time. Leverage, that perfect, Breaking Indies. Thank you. You got leverage there. But I do job fairs every year, but I did a job fair for an old employer one time. And one of the questions was, what makes a good employee? And this was the owner of dozens of radio stations. And he said, because he had just said, these are a couple of my top employees, talking about me and the co-host. He's like, they work hard, they're there. And he said, so the question was, what makes them one of your top employees? What makes a good employee for these people looking to work, looking to gain gainful employment? What makes a good employee? And he said, number one, they show up. You got to be there. That's the starting point of being a good employee. You got to be there. If you're there 3 months and you're already taking days off, sometimes sickness really truly does happen. I'm not saying go to work sick, but you can tell. You can tell patterns in people. And if every month or two somebody's taking a couple of days off because they're sick or they need personal days or they need, then that's a pattern. Whether it's really true or not, you're not there to do the work. And the employer has to take that into account. But so number one, show up. Number two, work hard while you're there. So you got to be there and then you got to work hard while you're there. He said those are really the two number ones. If I can get somebody that shows up and then works hard while they're there, I could train them to do just about anything. And I agree with that. If I get an employee that shows up every day, doesn't take a bunch of days off, I'm not talking vacation time. If you get vacation time at your work, take your vacation time, 100%. But it's those unscheduled days off that put employers in a bind. Hey, Juan says they speak Spanish. Anytime you're multilingual or bilingual, that is a huge plus for many. Bass Country 106, Scotty McCreery featuring Hootie with Bottle Rockets by request. Here's some Brantley Gilbert for you. Brantley's been in the news lately. It's kind of funny. Claire. Big shout out to Catrice and the Hamptons of Hochtown.com. If you're coming to stay in Rocobo or Hochtown area, maybe you go see Beavers Bend State Park, Rocobo Lake. The Hamptons of Hochtown has 5+ cabins for you to choose from. We're talking a wedding venue. They've got you covered. Hamptons of Hochtown. What's the topic today? We don't have a single topic. We're all over the place. What's the topic today? Again, okay. I didn't answer you quick enough. My bad. Let me see if I can slow it down for you. We don't really have a specific topic. We just kind of all over the place. Give me a topic. We'll talk about it. Hamptons of Hochtown. Woohoo! That's what's up. Get you some Hamptons of Hochtown. Countrywide. You're welcome. My pleasure. Dr. Pepper 23. Hey, let's get our team members back up to 100. We're past the 30-minute mark. If you haven't already sent your heart me for the day, send it in. Send it in. What's up, Sophie? What's up, Indonesia? Renee Purcell with the heart me. Pew, 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 pew. Good morning. Who was that? Couldn't see it up there. Dr. Pepper 23. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. Good morning. What's up over there on Facebook and YouTube? Comment. Let's see who it is. I want to say hello to you personally. Excuse me. Countrywide. Which state do I live in? Let's I'll give you some context clues real quick. There's the shape of the state. How much do you know your geography of the US? Country must be countrywide. Yeah, buddy. There you go, Nabil. Good job. Good job. That's where we are. All right, let's get back on the radio. Bass Country 106, Brantley Gilbert. Country must be countrywide. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning. Of course, I'm soloing it today, so it's just my annoying voice all morning. People's like, forget this crap. I'm out. All right, we got about 3.5 minutes until the 8:30 mark, which we have the mesh up of the news. Thursday check-in for you today. Go to our Facebook page. What's one thing you've accomplished this week? I'm curious. What's one thing you've accomplished this week already? I've got all kinds of things, man. It's funny how. Tell me if this is the same for you guys. When one thing goes wrong, a handful of things go wrong. It feels like every single time. He's like, okay, I got this one thing. I can start dealing with it. Whoa, what's that? Oh, crap. Got another thing going. Oh, what? Over there? We got all these things now going wrong, right? I don't know why that feels like it happens like that all the time. Maybe they often say, what is it? Bad things happen in threes. We've heard that, especially when you got a celebrity that passes, like a huge celebrity that passes, they'll often say, all right, who's the next one? Who's the next one? Because bad things often happens in threes like that. You get one thing goes wrong at work, boom, another thing, boom, another thing. So all of a sudden you go from one thing you have to deal with and focus on. And usually most people, I think most of us, employees, employers, and the like, I think we can pretty much handle one thing going wrong at work. Exactly. Carol says Murphy's Law, or we'll just call it Monday's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. And then two other things decide to go wrong with it just to pile on you. But yeah, so I don't know. Then it just makes you, and maybe it's there to make you grow. Maybe it's there to give you some wisdom. Because if it was just that one thing, you'd focus on that one thing, put all your efforts into that one thing, and you'd get it done. But now you got 3 or 4 things going wrong, and maybe they all three need some sort of attention quickly or immediately. So you can't just focus on the one thing. You got to give your attention to multiple things. That can make it way more difficult, but it also helps you see something. One thing exactly, Vanessa says, and how can I learn from this? One thing I've learned from multiple things going wrong is you prioritize. You instantly prioritize those things going wrong in your life, whether it's your personal life or your professional life. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all about relationships and effort and energy, right? So whatever the case, you instantly prioritize those. You triage them, as they call it in the medical field. You triage it. What's the worst? What needs the most attention immediately? What can be put off longer than the others? So, and then you learn. Maybe that life lesson is something that you learned that, man, this part of my career is actually way more important than I thought it was, because I didn't see that until it was out, till it was gone. I don't know. I thought it was something to ponder. All right, it's 8:29, which means coming up next, we have the mesh up of the news, entertainment and music style. Here's Sarah Evans, Suds in the Bucket. Clear. All right, Facebook and YouTube. I'm gonna wrap you guys up. Y'all are silent since last hour. So everybody have a great day on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to go hang out on TikTok, now's the time to do it. Peace off and God bless you. Bye.